Hi, I wanted to give you just kind of a quick glimpse at the three perspectives of sociology before we do an activity where you're actually going to be detecting these perspectives. So the perspectives of sociology are just kind of like a lens that any sociologist might look through when looking at behaviors in groups of people. Okay, so it's just a lens they use to kind of explain the behavior or what's going on. So functionalism is our first perspective. It says that society is stable and it's an orderly system, meaning everything in it serves a purpose or a function, hence the word function, even if it is not apparent at first. So everything that's going on in society, if it's still going on, meaning if it survives and is being used by groups of people, by the entire society, then that item is functioning, right? It's serving a purpose, and that we're all working towards stability and order. So there's two types of functions: manifest being the obvious intended purpose of any given item, whereas the latent function is like the unintended purpose that were created, and that we didn't intend for this to happen, but it's what ended up happening. So we're going to look at license plates. Okay, so the manifest function of a license plate is that they were created to track vehicle registration, right? Like, that's the point, that's the function of license plates. My question to you is, do license plates still exist today? Yes. Okay, so then that means that they are functioning and serving their purpose. So then the latent function is an unintended purpose that was created, right? Many people collect license plates, and they're kind of like collectibles from all over the nation, and older ones that have been like retired. So our next perspective is conflict, and this is all about Karl Marx and the bourgeoisie and proletariat and groups being in conflict. So it's the opposite of functionalism because it believes society involves the constraint and coercion of some members by others. Okay, so it's the opposite of functionalism in that it believes that everybody's in conflict and we're always fighting for the limited resources available. So here's what conflict theorists want to know. They want to know who has the power, how is that power shown, can there be power shifts, like can other people take charge, and then who stands to benefit if changes are made. Okay, so who stands to benefit if changes are made? So let's look at our example with license plates. The state, like the state of Ohio, makes car owners and renters have plates, license plates, to keep track of us. That is showing us the power of the state, right? That's the state just showing their power and a way to collect money and keep everybody down and like do what I say, right? If we have some higher economic power, we can obtain personalized license plate because we have more money that we can spend on, silly stuff like that. So it just kind of enables that conflict. It enables the system of who has power. The last perspective is symbolic interactionism. So stick with me here for a second as I explain this. Let's say that life is like a play. We're all in a drama play, like drama club. And everybody in life are players, meaning that they are actors. Okay, they have a role. Our job with sociology is to figure out what those roles are and what they mean. So every interaction, so a conversation or anytime two people connect, it has both a surface meaning and a deeper meaning, hence symbolic, like there's a meaning to each of our interactions. So it's more symbolic, it refers to something else, some other meaning, okay? So let's talk about license plates. People have interactions with license plates and other people about license plates. So when we buy the state plate, it's representing or is symbolic of us conforming. We are just conforming to what the state is having us do. But if we personalize our plates, right, we are not conforming, you could say. Or if we don't get plates at all, but then we're breaking the law, right? So just kind of a silly example, but an example nonetheless.